Hey, what's up guys? Eric here, and today we're going to do a quick video talking about the Flash movie. I told everyone we revisit this film after the weekend to see what the reception was, what the sales are. Is it going to be a hit? Is it going to be a flop? What does it look like for the Flash movie? Well, it seems the Flash underperformed at the box office in terms of what people were expecting it to do, okay? And I can speak anecdotally for me. We talked about this last week. There wasn't a lot of people in the theater when I went to see it. I'm hearing reports that a lot of other people are having similar experiences where they're going to theaters or going to primetime showings, and it's just not full. And that's never something you want to see with a brand new, big blockbuster film like The Flash, especially a movie that Warner Brothers, DC, David Zaslav has been pushing extremely hard. Everything from sending it out to celebrities to get early viewing so they can come out and make some statement about how good the movie is, calling it the best superhero movie of all time. There was a lot of very odd promotional things done around the Flash movie to sort of secure the success of the film. Now, this movie has been through hell and back to get made. Since 2014, there's been, at least that I know of, 5 different changes in captains to the ship, between writers, directors, everything, stories, all of it's changed since 2014 to the point where we got this film. And I have to say, I think the movie was fine. I enjoyed the movie. I don't think there was anything inherently wrong with the movie. I definitely don't think it's the best superhero movie that I've ever seen. It's not my favorite, but I've seen far worse superhero movies. I think it's just a really fun superhero movie. But it seems like all of that positive reception may have backfired on The Flash because they wanted at least 70 domestic out of it over the 3-day weekend, right? But now we're looking at the numbers. Let's take a look here. According to Box Office Mojo, counting in today's projections, today is a federal holiday in the United States, it's looking like it's going to get 64, and that may go up or down a little bit here and there. But that's still under the 3-day projection, which it settled around 55, not counting today's holiday. So 55 3-day projection for The Flash on a 70 million expectation from the studio. So 64 right now is still under that with the additional day included. 75 internationally, which is a little bit better. It seems that maybe internationally it's bringing in a few more people, more interest, but that's 139 worldwide. But the issue is, as of right now, I've been looking through social media, people seem to have a lot of problems with this movie. Some of the big complaints are the VFX, the CGI not being as good. Then you had Andy Muschietti, the director, coming out defending the bad VFX, saying that it was on purpose, which it seems like he probably meant the stuff that happens in the Speed Force. But people are taking that to mean everything that happens in the film, because guess what? The film does have some wonky VFX. It didn't take me out of it. I was fine with most of it, but a lot of people are they're upset that the VFX isn't that great in a movie that took so long to come out. Not to mention the Ezra Miller issue, where they have so much controversy going on, in terms of what has happened with them over the years, that it seems as if maybe that played a factor. In my opinion, I think the biggest factor is just no money from people. We have had a full month or more of really big releases coming out, must-see movies, and people are tapped out. They don't have enough money to go and spend on multiple viewings of another film. Across the Spider-Verse is pulling in multiple viewings. This movie is up against that. It's up against Transformers. It's up against Fast X is still in theaters. Guardians of the Galaxy is still in some theaters, which is still doing really well right now. This movie came out at the tail end of a bunch of movies that people wanted to see that are still in theaters right now. We still have Little Mermaid in theaters. Elemental, even though it's not doing great, that's also in theaters, and that is a family movie, which this movie was trying to target the family audience as well. There's a lot of things going against this movie's success. Let's take a look at Rotten Tomatoes one time, just see where it's at. So it's at 66 with critics, 85 with fans. It's dropped a bit since the last time I looked at it. It's still in the good. Like, there's nothing here suggesting otherwise. But it's very obvious to me that this movie is dividing people in a big way. And I don't know how that's going to pan out in a second weekend for The Flash. We're going to have to revisit this. I'm going to try and get a few people together to have a chat about this, depending on what it does next weekend, to certify whether this movie is going to be a huge blow financially to Warner Brothers. I feel for movies like Blue Beetle and Aquaman at this point, because this movie, there was a lot riding on this movie when it comes to DC. There was a lot riding on this movie, and it seems like this movie stumbled and could actually be a flop for the studios financially. It could be. I'm shocked. A lot of people are saying this movie could be a $800 million to $1 billion film. I was never in that camp. I thought $1 billion was way out of range for this movie based on everything. But now looking at it, it seems like 500 million may be out of range for this movie. And that is a massive blow to Warner Brothers and DC. But look, let me know what you thought about this movie. Did you see it in theaters? If you did, leave your comment down below. Are you surprised at these numbers? Give me your thoughts and opinions. If you did not see it, tell me why. Tell me the reason why. Was it because of Ezra? Is it because you just don't have the money to go? Is it because there's other movies that look better and you just have no interest in this? Did you want to wait for it to come on streaming? I'm curious to hear what everybody thought about this. All right, let me know all that down in the comments below, and I will see everyone in the next video. Take care.